going to be cooking up a couple of sea bass today. Now I was out and about today and saw these sea bass, and to be honest with you, they're on special offer. I love sea bass, so I thought I'll have some of that. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make up this really nice simple recipe, you know, sort of ingredients you can get hold of, but it just makes this fish so flavoursome. Now what you could also do is, with this recipe, there's no reason you couldn't do it with any other fish. So see what's out there, you know, give it a go, and I think you'll have a really scrummy meal. Now I've got my sea bass there. Now what you will need to do with these is wash them, which I've already washed mine, and then I'm going to sort of cut off some of the sort of fins, and then we're going to descale it with a knife. So what you do is, if you feel the skin is quite rough, so all you need to do is to sort of grab the fish, have a little bit of running water if you can, and just scrape it with a knife against the scales, and they'll come off. And then wash it off to make sure you've got all the scales off, because there's nothing worse when you're eating it and you get scales on your tongue and your lips, and oh, it's horrible. So take all the scales off and try and take some of the fins off. Now I'm going to leave the head and tails, because I personally, you know, do like that. But obviously, again, you know, if you're at the fishmonger, get them to do all this sort of stuff. You can cut the head off, get it descaled and ready to go. Now all these other ingredients are fairly kind of simple, you know, to get hold of. I've got some spring onion. I'm just going to use 4 spring onions. And what you want to do is wash them, cut the ends off, cut them into strands. So, you know, put them over, give a lovely flavour, and they look good. Fresh coriander. Now, not too much of that, just enough to sort of sprinkle over the top and give it a little bit of colour, get some really nice sort of aromas off of that. 1 lemon. Now, I might not use all of it. I'm going to use some of the juice, maybe sort of squeeze half of the lemon, all the juice. And on the outside peel, I'm going to sort of peel that like you would a potato and sort of cut it into strands, and gives it a bit of colour, gives it a really beautiful flavour. 1 chilli. Now, some chilies are really, really hot. This is about a medium chilli, and I'm going to use about half of it. Don't use the seeds, because they're really sort of quite strong flavoured and sort of picker and whatever. So half a chilli, take the seeds out, and again, cut it up in little strands like lemon, and you know, it just gives a lovely flavour. Now obviously, if you don't like chilli, take that out. If you love it, you can add a little bit more, but try it with half a chilli first, see how you get on. Fresh ginger. Now I've got a piece about as big as my thumb, so peel that, and again, cut it into nice sort of thin slices. Just gives it a beautiful sort of flavour. I mean, I love ginger, fresh ginger, beautiful. Garlic. 1 garlic clove, good sized garlic clove. Peel that, again, slice it up. Then we've got some lemongrass. Now, this lemongrass is out of a jar. Look, bought it in a jar. Couple of stems there. So get yourself some lemongrass. The ones in the jar are good. These ones are in water, but they add a beautiful flavour. I love lemongrass. Honey. Now I'm going to use a good heaped teaspoon, you know, half a tablespoon of honey, because it kind of sweetens it down. And when you've got the chilli in there, it sort of sweetens it down. It just makes a beautiful flavour. A little bit of salt and pepper seasoning. Now today I've chosen to use white pepper. I do like white pepper. And then we've got some olive oil. So what I'm going to do first of all is go over to the sink, get me fish all ready to go, and then we can start preparing all the vegetables and get it all ready to put in the oven. Now I'm just going to prepare me fish. Now I'm actually going to cut these sort of fins off, because you don't really want those when you're kind of eating your food. And also, along the back here, you can cut it, because again, these are quite hard, almost like a little bit bony. And again, lift them up when you cut them. That's it. Now I'm just going to go around and really take all the fins off on both fish. So once I've done that, then we're going to descale it. Now for descaling the fish, let's just put the water on, grab that. Now you want to go against the grain of the scales, and there will be quite a lot, and they kind of jump around, so it's a bit of a hassle. But today I kind of wanted to show you doing that. I mean, obviously the fishmongers, they do it all day and it's quick and easy and whatever, but just sort of scrape it away. Just try and get as many of those scales off as you can, because it's not nice when you're eating your food. Try and use sharp knife as well, makes it a little bit easier. Keep working along and mind your fingers. So I've got the fish, now I've actually descaled mine. Now what I would say is, ideally, go down to fishmongers, buy your fish and ask them to prepare it for you. So let's just finish off the fish. Now, I'm just going to turn them around slightly and I'm going to make, I'd say about 3, maybe 4 slits in each side. Try not to go quite down to the bone. And again, do this side. Then next of all, just going to season it, so let's get a bit of salt. Now I'm going to be using a bit of white pepper and just kind of sprinkle it. I'm going to kind of grab the fish and try and push all that seasoning inside, outside, just get it all over really. Squeeze it everywhere, that'll do. So now I've got the fish all ready to go. I'm going to go over and prepare and chop me vegetables, get those all ready, put them in a bowl, and I'm just going to give them a sort of gentle bashing just to sort of bruise all those vegetables, you know, just try and get some of those flavours coming out. Then we're going to add some olive oil, juice of half a lemon, and finally some honey. I'm going to use some honey, got some really nice honey. I'm going to get what's left in the jar here, which is good teaspoon of that, because I want a little bit of sweetness with the chilli, kind of helps to offset it, you know. I'm just going to give that a little bit of a stir. I'd say it smells beautiful in this kitchen, absolutely beautiful. So that's ready to go. Obviously got a bit of coriander there and we've got these little pieces of lemon there. So let's just move that tray back and get this out of the way, and we're going to bring the fish back. Now just show you, I've got kind of big dish that's big enough for the fish, and I've just kind of lined it with some tin foil there. Now I'm just going to put some oil underneath, because what we don't want to do is have anything sticking. Get my fish back. Now I'm actually going to put these both together. Obviously you could do them individually. And then I've got my lemon. Obviously it's all seasoned up, a bit of salt and pepper. Just put those inside there. And then we've got all this really nice mixture. Just going to kind of spread that around, almost kind of rub it in, a little bit can go inside, and I think I'm going to kind of squash a little bit underneath as well. So just get it all over, I'm going to give it a rub. So let's just, first of all, get that all in there, spread it around, mix it, get it underneath, put some bits on top, and we've got some of this fresh coriander, kind of spread that out. Look at that, that looks really beautiful already. Now next thing, I'm going to parcel this up, so let's just make a little parcel there. There you go, that's all ready to go. Switch your oven on, get it preheated. So we've got the fish and it's all been prepared, and you know, it's in that parcel and we've got lovely flavours in there. Now what we're going to do is put it into a preheated oven. Now temperature wise, 200 degrees Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit, gas mark 6. As I say, you want to cook for about 15-20 minutes. Make sure the fish is all nicely cooked, but don't forget, if you've got a big fish, then you probably want to cook cooking for like 25-30 minutes. So just make sure it's all nicely cooked. If it's not quite cooked, just pop it back in the oven. Now Now I've been cooking my fish for just about 15 minutes, so let's open it up, have a little look in there. Oh, it smells good. Now I reckon mine needs just a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do is just kind of tuck that tin foil around the edges, and I'm going to leave it for another 5 minutes, but this time I'm just going to leave it without all the tin foil. So keep it in there, another 5 minutes, that'll be 20 minutes in total, ready to go. So I've been cooking my fish, first of all 15 minutes in the parcel, and then we gave it an extra 5 minutes, all uncovered. Let's have a look at that. Oh, it smells beautiful. Now, I reckon that's pretty much done. You can look at it, looks delicious. I'm going to serve it up, a little bit of rice. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Then I've got my rice. Now, I've just got plain boiled rice, but obviously, you know, you can add whatever you like. I'm going to put a good portion of rice. Now let's just try a little bit of this. It's the moment we're kind of waiting for. Just to show you, it's nicely cooked inside. Let's just try a little bit of that chilli, some of those beautiful bits of ginger. Oh, that is absolutely delicious. Big on flavour. Oh, I've got some more of that. Let's just try a little bit more. Thanks for watching my video. Hope to see you again soon. The original Naked Chef.